Hello, my impatience. It is Andrew the Android Koloski here. I am live and I'm ready to perform for all of you. Hi, how are you? How are things going? How are you guys doing? So, I'm getting headaches. I don't know if I want to go back to the neurologist and get another MRI. But I'm certainly getting migraines. I don't know if it's the Cobenphi. I mean, it's certainly a possibility. It's certainly a possibility, you know. I don't know, guys. I don't know. But obviously, I'm afraid of brain cancer or a stroke. But try not to catastrophize. Try not to be a hypochondriac. You know, everything's good. Everything's good, you know. Everything is A-OK. So hopefully we got, Tiger and Rusty who will come filing in momentarily. They're two of my top inpatients for sure, Tiger and Rusty. You know. All right. So I'll go over my artwork. I mean, with nobody in the house, but you know. Hey, Tiger, how you doing? How you doing, big dog? Oh, 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 oh. Thanks for joining. Thanks for watching. So I'll share with you my artwork. This one says, I'm nostalgic for the past, but the present isn't so bad. Be happy now. Now is the good old days. Yeah, we talked about this earlier, but it's true, you know? Right now is the good old days, right, Tiger? That's right. That's right. The next one. Poppy, my father. He says, let me take a picture of you, tough guy. He's my personal photographer. That's him in a Toronto Poppy jersey. He's taken a picture of me. And interestingly enough, it's pretty interesting that I segue from the good old days being right now to Poppy taking a photograph of me. But, be appreciative of my personal photographer. Be appreciative of my father. And last, but certainly not least, I said, can people stop giving me metaphorical clues and tell me the truth to my face? Admit it. Then I toggle the switch to off. Unfortunately, psychosis can make it feel like people are lying when they are telling the truth. I think they've betrayed me, but if anything, I owe them an apology. I betrayed them. I was delusional. Sorry to everyone I've hurt through my descent into psychosis. I felt righteously angry, but it was mental illness. That one is less, art and more narrative and more text, but it's true, you know. So what did you think of the artwork I created today in art class, Tiger? What did you think? Did you like it? Tiger says, I think it's nice. Thank you, Tiger, and thank you for being here. Yeah, I mean, you've quickly become one of my top inpatients. You've quickly become one of my top fans, and I'm appreciative of you watching me. Thank you. Tiger wants to see the last one again. You're talking about the text narrative driven one? If so, I'll share it with him. Can people stop giving me metaphorical clues and tell me the truth to my face? Admit it. Unfortunately, psychosis can make it feel like people are lying when they are telling the truth. I think they've betrayed me, but if anything, I owe them an apology. I betrayed them. I was delusional. Sorry to everyone I've hurt through my descent into psychosis. I felt righteously angry, but it was mental illness. You know, Tiger says that's a good one. Thank you, Tiger. I appreciate you complimenting me. It was a good day. I saw my art class friends. I stayed a pretty long time. Not a bad day. Not a bad day. That's for sure. And continue to put myself out there. Continue to put myself out there. It's going to continue to get better and better and better. Hey James, how you doing? Good to see you, James. I think right now I'm cold and I desire a little bit of love, but I'm hearing love. I'm getting some love. All right. So how was your day, Tiger? What did you do, Tiger? How was your day, Tiger? He just finished working. What do you work as, Tiger? He says, I just finished working, big dog. I'm glad you had a nice day at work, my friend. I'm glad you had a nice day at work. Yeah, I feel cold, lonely, sad, but it's not so bad. It's not so bad. As my artwork said, I still got my mother, I still got my father, I still got, you know, my stepfather. I got a lot of people in my life, I got friends. Yeah, it's not so bad. My mother is making pork chops for dinner, and they should be coming over momentarily. Um, you know, it's just a good day, a good day. It was a good day. So, yeah, I don't really got a lot to talk about. I mean, start firing away some questions if you have any. Bless you. Sneezed on camera. Somebody says, I hope you have many more good days. Great days, in fact. Yes, and I wish the same for you guys. I wish the same for you in patience. I hope you guys have many great days ahead of you. I hope the best days of your life are yet to come. Yeah, man. Tiger says, if you had to pick a final meal, what would it be? What do you think? I'm going to be on death row? What the fuck did I do? But seriously, what would my final meal be? Hmm. I liked I went I used to like the Japanese seafood buffet Minato, and I liked this, so that would be a pretty good pick. I like Japanese food. Um, Japanese food is kind of delicious, so but that's certainly not a bad pick. I could fill up at the Japanese seafood buffet. Uh, 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 all right. Yeah, I think on the Kobun Phi and with me running too, I'm losing a lot of weight. I'm losing a lot of weight, guys, and I think that's a good thing. But I'm getting really skinny again. Somebody says, I think they should let psychos and killers go to the local buffets. Why do you think that, Tiger? Why do you think that? I don't think that's a good take. I think that's a very bad take, Tiger. But I'm here to play devil's advocate. Why do you think they should let killers and psychos go to local buffets? Elaborate, Tiger. Bad take, Tiger, but I want to hear your perspective. I'm willing to hear you out because I trust you. I'm willing to hear you out on this one. See if you could conjure up a good narrative as to why they should let psychos and killers go to buffets. It's like making the argument, oh, maybe Hitler was, doing the right thing. I mean, it's like I don't know. I mean, he's pretty universally accepted as evil. I mean, you could try to make the argument, but it's just nobody's going to buy it. Somebody says it would let the public see firsthand that killers and psychos are getting their desserts. I mean, I think the mentally ill who don't want to do nefarious things would obviously. I mean, I think we should get but if you get like one of these like deranged subway killers, I just incarcerate them. I mean, when I realize people make mistakes, I realize people, you know, do things and they realize, oh shit, I made a big mistake, and they regret what they've done and they reform. But there are some people that are just universally, pretty accepted as evil. And do you really want them eating at a buffet with you? I personally don't. I mean, like one of the people that like set one of the people on fire on the subway. Like, I don't want that guy at the buffet with me. I want that guy incarcerated. He's a danger to society, basically. I mean, I'm all for people reforming, but if you're going to set people on fire on the subway, I mean, just lock you away for good. In fact, maybe you should even get the death penalty, in my opinion. Yeah, setting people on fire on the subway is unacceptable, and yeah, that's just yeah, lock that person in prison. And I think the person is just very likely to do it again too. I mean, just well, he's a danger to society, quite frankly. Just a complete danger. Yeah, I would lock that person up forever. I think that person. I mean, in fact, I would maybe even give him the death penalty. But I mean, at the very least, lock him up forever. Yeah, that's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. I mean, I think there are homeless people that like laugh to themselves and can be scary, but just because somebody's scary doesn't mean they're a danger. I know people are disturbed by the mentally ill. People don't like being around the mentally ill because it's unpleasant. But actually mentally ill people are often victims, you know, of these crazies. I don't know. I mean, yeah. How many words but not understand? Uh, I don't know what this guy's talking about, but quite frankly, if you're gonna, you know, yeah, I think, I think, Tiger asks, "Do you think being around me is uncomfortable?" That's a good question. Certainly when I'm not happy, I don't think being around me is like walking on eggshells. But maybe somebody might think so. I think people who I like, you know, I make feel comfortable. I make feel like I'm easy to talk to. I'm an easy guy to communicate with and talk to. I think. I mean, what do you think, Tiger? Do you think I make people uncomfortable? You know, maybe I do. Maybe I do. Maybe being around me is like walking on eggshells. I don't know. I want to hear people's perspective of me. Do you think I make people uncomfortable? Do you think I have people walking on eggshells? And if I do have people walking on eggshells, that wasn't always the case. I used to be one of the easiest people to talk to. I used to be, you could communicate anything with me, you know, but I think I got to the point where, I don't know, a lot of trauma maybe made me not care, and maybe I need to care again. Somebody says if you accuse somebody of doing something when you're having delusions, it's going to annoy them. That's a fair point, Tiger. Rapid delusional mood swings will certainly ruin meaningful relationships. Somebody's not going to understand why you go from thinking they love you to they want to kill you, back to they love you, back to they want to kill you. You can't get delusional mood swings about people. You got to try to be in reality 100% of the time, not emotional, Andrew. That's a very fair point. And people aren't going to understand the way your mind works. People are, unless they have mental illness themselves, but even then, they still don't want to, deal with it. You got to try to toggle the emotional switch off. You got to try to toggle the emotional switch off. Hey, Pete, how you doing? Pete says, "What's going on, big dog?" Oh, 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 oh. What's going on, my big dogs? We got Ken in the house. How you doing, Ken? Oh, 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 oh. We got a live stream rocking and rolling. Ken says he's doing great. He's doing great. That's awesome, Ken. Ken says he checked out a cool car and talked with his sibling. That's pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome. Whoo! Just because your life isn't going the way you want it to be going, just because you perceive other people's lives are better, doesn't mean your life is bad. Tiger, what's your take on that? Tiger, give me your take. I just made it. Tell me the truth says Cobenfee. Ken says his life sucks for real, but it's kind of funny. Yeah, man. I mean, like everybody's life kind of sucks unless you're, I don't know, like a billionaire, you know. But um, I think also it's not so bad. It's not so bad. Tiger says you could be upset about life, but you have to put it into perspective. That's a fair point. And on that note, let me go over the artwork again, as everybody said, because we got a lot of people in the house. I'm nostalgic for the past, but the present isn't so bad. Be happy now. Now is the good old days. And segueing to Poppy, he says, let me take a picture of you, tough guy. He's my personal photographer. And can people stop giving me metaphorical clues and tell me the truth to my face? Unfortunately, psychosis can make it feel like people are lying when they are telling the truth. I think they've betrayed me, but if anything, I owe them an apology. I betrayed them. I was delusional. Sorry to everyone I've hurt through my descent into psychosis. I felt righteously angry, but it was mental illness. It's going to get better, guys. It's going to get better. In fact, it ain't so bad. It ain't so bad, you know? I think my mother's here with dinner. All right, I'm on with the live stream. So I got you. I got you plates and stuff. All right.
The lighter, salt and vinegar.
Oh, something really good. All right. All right, there you go.
Thanks,
You're welcome. All right, I got some pork chops for dinner, man. I got some pork chops. Tiger, you still here? I got endophilic esophagitis, EOE, and unfortunately it gets caught in my esophagus, so my mom cuts it up for me. I'm having pork chops for dinner. It's red cabbage, guys. It's pork chops and red cabbage. James says, enjoy your pork chops and cabbage. See you later, James. Goodbye. So I feel lonely, sad, cold, but who doesn't, I guess, right? You know, it's a winter night. I feel lonely, sad, cold, you know. But who doesn't feel this way? Ken says, that's the being single lifestyle, guys. That's the being single lifestyle.
Mm.
Hey, I mean, you walk around the supermarket, you walk around society in general, and you see everybody's kind of sad, you know? Life isn't like a Hollywood movie, you know? Everybody is kind of depressed. You know what I mean, guys? Tiger, what's your take on that? That's the thing of it. Tiger says, that's the thing of it. Yeah, man. Tiger asks, how's the food? It's pretty good, Tiger. It's pretty good. Pete says, love is out there, but I digress. You got to go out there and get love. Tiger says, that's some pretty good nourishment for your body. Yes, Tiger. Tiger says, Andrew, let me ask you. What do you want to ask me, Tiger? Tiger says, some people say love is a want, not a need. Others say that it's a need. What's your take? I think love is a need. I think everybody needs to be loved. I think you need to be loved. Otherwise, you can't function, you know? Tiger asks, would you have owned slaves back in the slave times? I mean, I don't even know how to answer that, Tiger. It's an interesting question. It's an interesting question. I think people should have freedom, you know? I think slavery should be abolished and people should have freedom, you know? Tiger says some of the people who owned slaves were also abolitionists, though. You know, Tiger, I don't know, Tiger. I hear you. I feel you, Tiger. Yeah, I mean, I don't think slavery should exist. I think slavery is bad. It's not exactly a hot take, but I think it's pretty universally accepted, especially in the United States of America, that slavery should not be taking place. And I think that's one of the reasons, you know, it was abolished. You know? Tiger says, that's right, Andrew. That's right. Tiger says he would have been on the Underground Railroad. That's beautiful, Tiger. That's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing. It's great to help people, Tiger. It's great to help people. Tiger says you have to get good with the animals and the elders. Yeah. And when I think my parents at certain points had nefarious intentions, look, they just cooked me a delicious pork chop dinner. You know, if they really were torturing me, why would they cook this for me? You know what I mean? I'm feeling frustrated, lonely. I want romance, but you know, realistically, It's my responsibility to change, you know? All right. Somebody asks, what would you want your lady's name to be? You know, what you mean? What would I want my girlfriend's name to be? What would I, if I had a daughter? What would I want my daughter's name to be? Or what would my name be if I was a woman? Which do you mean here? I feel like I'm suffering. I feel like I'm lonely and cold, and want a romantic partner. But you know, it's not bad. It's not bad. Just calm down. Everything's all right. Everything's okay. Tiger says everything's fine. Tiger says you have to get a job first. Love is out there, but you got to go get it. Love is out there, but you got to go get it. Tiger says, we are okay. We are okay. Everything's okay, Tiger. You know, like Tiger said, this is the year of the big dog. Make it happen. Nobody's coming to rescue me. I have to, I have to make my life happen. Is everything good, Tiger? Is everything good? Tiger says everything is good, big dog. Hoo, 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 hoo. So realize, Tiger, that everybody is telling me the truth, right? Don't even go down this rabbit hole. Tiger says, yes. Everybody's being honest and transparent with you. Great. Tiger says the rabbit hole is a wild goose chase. There's no end. All right, guys. I guess I'll get going here. Tiger says we won't tolerate a delusional wild goose chase, right? Yes, Tiger. Toggle the switch to off. Did my parents ever have nefarious intentions? Tiger says, no, they did not. And it says, your mom just brought you kettle chips. So he says, do you say that just to say it? No, I'm thinking back to 2005 to 2011 when I was running and there was really no intervention. I'm thinking like were they trying to render me a vegetable mind? I just toggle the switch to off. There's nothing to confess to. Tell me the truth says, why could you be, you're currently eating food that you prepared nicely for you. Why not wait a few minutes before you accuse your mother of sadistically deceiving you? Tiger asks me, what am I seeing in my mind? Well, I'm feeling the emotional pain of my past. The solitude, the social isolation, the running and thinking I could have died, the lack of intervention by my parents, the bad relationship with my stepfather, the nastiness of my mother. And I'm starting to think they were monsters behind their masks who were nasty with me, and I don't know. I don't know, guys. So, like Tiger says, there's a kernel of truth to these delusions, but calm down. Calm down. You know, I feel really like I really desire a romantic partner. I really desire some love. But, um, I'm not in jail. I'm not in the psychiatric hospital. I'm not getting tortured in some third world country. Just everything's okay. Everything's okay. Do I want to cuddle with a woman? Oh yeah. Yeah. But it'll happen again, No, I want love. Ken says it sounds more like lust. No, I want love. I want somebody who's going to be like my soulmate, somebody who's going to be around for life. Tiger says women tend to be annoying. Somebody says you could have no love and pork chops. I'd rather have no love. I'd rather eat pork chops and have no love. Dead Cop says you don't want love. You want someone to take care of you and solve all your issues. Getting a girlfriend won't get you to be self-sufficient. Fair point, Dead Cops. Tiger says true. True that. The key is to get independent and self-sufficient, and a girlfriend will come. My mother does not have me in a metaphorical chastity belt. My chains are internal, not maternal. It's my responsibility to meet a girlfriend, not my mother's. I shouldn't even have to say that, really. Tim says, so start, bro. You have so many people, even strangers on the internet, nudging you in the right direction. You should stop screaming now and journal or some shit. Fair enough, Dead Cops. Tiger asks, do you think you could beat your father in an arm wrestling match? Probably not. All right, guys. I think I'm going to get going. Peace out, my impatiens. Talk to you later. Adios, Tigers. Talk to you soon.